An important role in the drug epidemic taking over neighborhoods across the country. If you don't think it's happening where you live, you're wrong. The statistics are startling. CMPD says so far this year, 62 people in Charlotte have died from overdosing. Not just an issue, though, in the city. There have been overdose deaths in Mint Hill, Pineville as well. WBTV's Colleen Harry is live with more on this tonight. Colleen?
Yeah, Jamie, public health officials say the tendency is for people to think of drug addiction and overdosing as happening somewhere else, not in their neck of the woods, someone else's problem. Well, health officials say the problem with that thinking is people aren't realizing just how deadly drug addiction has become. We know the roads are becoming deadly. Police say they're seeing more crash fatalities. Gun homicides continue to get attention for plaguing neighborhoods. But public health officials say there is an epidemic that needs talking about.
Over the past couple of years anyway, there have been more deaths associated with drug overdoses in this country than from either guns or automobile accidents.
From prescription opioids such as hydrocodone, oxycodone, and morphine to street drugs such as heroin and fentanyl that doctors don't prescribe but still find the way to local communities.
People using these drugs that are more like your neighbor, soccer moms, for example. I mean, it's gone mainstream. And that, to me, is one of the most alarming parts of it.
Charles O'Dell is with Dilworth Center, a private nonprofit that treats drug addiction. He says this is a crisis.
Nationally, it's being discussed as an epidemic. Locally and regionally, it's being discussed as an epidemic.
We cannot arrest our way out of this problem, particularly at the user addiction level.
Governor Cooper is on the President's Commission on Combating Drug Addiction and the Opioid Crisis. They had their first meeting today at the White House, looking for national solutions.
We need help from the federal government in stopping drugs like fentanyl and others from coming into our country and fighting the drug kingpins and the traffickers. But at the addiction level, we need treatment and prevention.
Public health officials say the concern right now is the deaths. They say majority of overdose deaths are related to opioids. That's because of the potency of the drugs. Users think it's just heroin, but in an increasing number of cases, it's laced with fentanyl.
Scary, because you can't reverse dead.
And the governor's office says since 1999, almost 10,000 North Carolinians have died from unintentional opioid overdoses. Well, live in Charlotte, Colleen Harry, WBTV.